Evening, everyone. 6 o'clock. I call this meeting of the Planning Commission to order, please. Have a roll call.
Mr. Hoffman?
Here.
Mr. Rodehaver?
Here.
Mrs. Gabbard? Mr. Shady?
Here.
Make a motion to excuse Jan.
Mr. Hoffman?
Yes.
Mr. Rodehaver?
Yes.
Mr. Shady?
Yes. And the business on the agenda tonight is approval of the minutes of the last meeting. The first one. But-
Let's appoint a chair and a vice chair, and then we can do the
okay.
minutes. Yeah,
Forgot we have to do that.
that's all right.
All right, take a motion, something, to appoint a chairman.
I'll make a motion to appoint John Shady chair.
I'll second.
Well, I could say I third, but I'm not supposed to, I don't think. Okay, roll call.
Mr. Hoffman?
Yes.
Mr. Rodehaver?
Yes.
Mr. Shady?
Yes. Now, what else did I forget?
Vice chair.
Hmm?
Vice
Vice
chair.
Oh, okay, now move to have a vice chair. Pick nominations, please.
I'll make a motion to appoint Dave Rodenhaver vice chair, please.
I'll second that motion.
Mr. Hoffman?
Yes.
Mr. Rodehaver?
Yes.
Mr. Shady?
Yes.
Thank you.
And I guess, first,
Have to approve the minutes.
first thing we need to address is the approval of the Crawford plat.
Yeah, you can approve the minutes as submitted if there's no objections.
You were there, John, you just gotta go back.
Yeah, okay, I guess need a motion to approve the minutes from the last meeting.
Motion.
Second. And roll call, please.
Mr. Rodehaver?
Yes.
Mr. Hoffman?
Abstain.
Mr. Shady?
Yes. And now I guess we're ready for this evening to deal with the application for a subdivision of Crawford plat. And turn it over to you.
All right. Thank you, John. Thank you, commissioners, for being here tonight. Haven't done one of these in a long time, so let's see if I can get through. Actually, what's before you is a proposed, in simple terms, they're typically called a replat. The engineering surveying company, McDougall Marsh, submitted this application on behalf of Verna Crawford, who lives on Cozy Camp. I believe you have the proposed plat, record plan in front of you. If you do, you will see a highlighted red area. It is identifying the 3 lots that would be impacted from today's application that you're reviewing. And really what this application is doing is addressing some non-conformities that are currently taking place. In fact, that the frontage on the smallest lot to the left, if you're looking at the record plan, it has 13 feet where it's supposed to have a minimum of 35. And then where you'll see, if you move a little bit more to the right, it has the lot plate number and the just under 2 acres, or a quarter of an acre, 0.2096. our zoning code, we typically would not approve, from a zoning perspective, a accessory structure to be built across a property line. So tonight's action is actually going to fix two nonconformities and bring this lot into conformance and not have the concerns of the less frontage nor having a structure over an existing property line. In total, again, I mentioned that it's just under a quarter of an acre. All property surrounding Posey Camp is residential. And obviously, this being kind of a simple record plan, there's nothing in the comprehensive plan that goes against the recommendation that's before you. I think that's probably all that the city has. At this time, you may have some questions for me, but I'd like to ask Kevin with Marsh McDougal to come up and essentially represent the property owner for a brief minute and tell you why this was brought before you.
Hi, my name's Kevin Desch. I work for McDougal Marsh Land Surveyors and represent the client on basically, they have the three parcels there, which are two complete lots and a part lot. And they're gonna combine those all into one, just one big lot. So that, so you don't have the house sitting on one lot, you don't have the garage sitting on another lot. So everything's on one big lot, and it gets rid of that little 13-foot sliver there of the part lot. Basically, that's the whole idea.
Do we know if someone owns the rest of 534?
Excuse me?
Do we know if if a resident or an individual owns the rest of lot 534, that's that's being divided?
That I can answer that, Mr. Hoffman. If you're referring to, are you referring to the 13 to the front?
No, I'm referring to what's left of the 13 lot there. I can't read the
That's
number.
actually an existing lot as well. This was carved out because if you look at an aerial, lot 1817, lot 1818 is an actual driveway that abuts the house on lot 1817. So I'm not sure when this occurred. Kevin, I don't know from a historical perspective if you would have it, but this was divided out because the driveway went to lot 1817. So some years ago, they did a lot split and took what was a 35-foot frontage lot and divided it between two properties.
Okay.
Who owned that at the time, whether it was Ms. Crawford or the current owner of 1817, that I do not know.
Okay.
Any other questions for Kevin?
No, thank you, sir.
No, thanks a lot.
Thank you, Kevin. Do you have any other questions for staff? I will highlight that this would be submitted to community development in a Mylar form. Our contractual city engineer will be the one to sign it, and then it will be Kevin's responsibility to make sure Montgomery County gets it, which is a standard process for their county engineer to sign off it as well. And then they have the responsibility to have it recorded at the recorder's office and then also put into the system at the county auditor's office.
Anyone have further questions or anything they wanted to submit?
I guess going along with my earlier question, will 1817 need to be rezoned then as well?
Not rezoned, this is not rezoning, it's a subdivision.
Well, that, I'm sorry.
Yeah, and
Replatted?
no, essentially the remaining piece, what would be, so the 22 lot frontage of part lot 1818, that's already there, it's already been established. It will remain that way unless the owner at lot 1817 would like to do what Mrs. Crawford has proposed to do. We did not go to them telling them they had to do it, because again, they are allowed under non-conforming status. It's just today's effort is actually going to remove some of that non-conforming status. But we cannot go to lot 1817 and say you must combine those two lots. If they want to clean it up, Mr. Robin, if they ever sold the property, more than likely, they would probably come before the planning commission to remove the lot line at that point in time. But
Okay.
it is under lot 1817 and the 23 remaining feet of part lot 1818 is under the same ownership.
Okay. Thanks.
Well,
Thanks, Mike. Anything else? Okay,
so we would just, staff would like to recommend that the planning commission give approval
yes.
to this record plan, and again, we will then start the administrative side of the process.
Yes, we better take a vote, but I would say yes to confirm it.
I make a motion to accept the plans as read and presented to us today for the, remove the lot line and combine the two lots.
Heard the motion, roll call, please.
Mr. Rodehaver?
Yes.
Mr. Hoffman?
Yes.
Mr. Shady?
Yes.
That's all we have. I don't know if there's is there anything else on the agenda? That's
No.
all that staff has. Thank you very much.
Thanks, sir.
No further business. We adjourn.
All right. Easy enough, I guess.
I kept watching the clock for you.
I know.
Yeah, you had.
I know.